Buying this piece of junk truck for the mowing business is probably not the best idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Alright guys, so I just pulled up to look at this truck, and as you can tell, it's in really bad shape. The window's chipped, the bed is rusted out, the tires are dry rotted. There's a lot of things wrong with this truck, but as of right now, my budget to buy another vehicle isn't that good. So I paid $3,500 for this truck. I know guys, that's way too much for the condition of this truck, but he wanted $5,000. I was able to talk him down. There is a couple things I want to get done before we probably use this for mowing. And the first being, we need to take the rack off. It's just not going to work. It's going to be too hard to get a mower in. And as of right now, where we moved into a new shop, I don't have any tools. So I went on Marketplace and I found a couple that's going to help us out. Because there is bolts on the rack, but I know they're rusted in. And it's just going to be too much work. So I decided I'm just going to cut it off. So after driving for 15 minutes, I'm finally here. And as you guys can see, everything I'm going to be buying is out by the door. I'm just going to go over and make sure everything looks to be in good shape before we buy it. We got these two axles here. We got the table and angle grinder, which I'm going to be using to take that rack off. It looks to be okay, so I'm going to go over talk to him, see if I can get it for a better price. And I just paid $2,500 for this stuff, which I think was a pretty fair price. I'm just going to go over, grab the truck so I can load everything up, bring it back over to the mowing shop, and just try to get this dealt with because I do need to get back to work. I got roughly 10 contracts I need to get mowed today, and if I don't, I'm going to fall behind. So I'm going to grab these axles and try to load everything up as fast as possible. That way I can run back to the shop. Oh, that was so much work, but I finally got it done. That rack definitely gets in the way. That's why I'm going to be cutting it off as soon as I get back. And just like that, we're back to the shop. So we're going to put everything in bay number 1. I'm just going to back up, run inside, open the door. And you guys may notice the skag mower is still down. I'm waiting on a couple parts that we should be getting today, because that is one of my main mowers and it's the bigger one we got. We're really struggling to keep up with the smaller ones, and the guys, they're not too happy. I mean, they can't really blame me because I'm not the one that crashed the truck and the mowers. That was John. But I do understand the frustration because doing commercial properties with smaller mowers is not that fun. It just takes too long. So if everything goes to plan, we should have those parts tonight, and I might have to stay a little bit later just to get them put on, but I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do because as of right now, the skag mower's down and we got the walk behind over there that needs to be tuned up, which I'm going to be doing later. But before we do that, let's try to get this rack taken off. I've been trying all morning. Here we go. Let's get this cut. I'm just going to clean up the edge right here and that should be good. So it's been roughly 2 hours, but I finally got this rack taken off. It definitely took a little bit longer than I thought, and it was a good thing I bought the grinder because the bolts, yeah, they weren't coming out. But there's been a slight change in plans. So at first I was going to leave the axles in the garage and bring the trailer over, but it's almost 12 o'clock now and I got no properties mowed, so I'm just going to bring them over by the trailer for now. That way they're safe. No one's going to be running them over in the shop or tripping over them, and if I get the chance later on, I'm going to put them on. The only thing is I might have to modify it a little bit, probably make a custom bracket, but I think I can get it to work. Alright, I got that done. Next thing I gotta do is do a service on the walk behind and try it out. So let's get that done. Well, that took me roughly 45 minutes to do, but I finally got the service done. It did fire up, but there's no real test unless you really go out and try it. So we're gonna go over, mow a property, and hopefully it works good. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And now is time for the moment of truth. Will it fire up and work better? It do sound a lot better than before I did the service, and it's cutting pretty good, so I think we might be okay, but time will tell. We do have to do this property and the one across the road, which is going to take roughly 2 hours to do. So if I can get both these properties cut and it runs without a problem in those 2 hours, I think it should be okay. I sure hope so, because as of right now, we're already down a mower, and if we're down this one too, we're in big trouble. I do have spare mowers, but they're not that big, and the guys really don't like using them on commercial properties. It takes a lot longer. So if this one works, we're going to give it back to Bob, and then we're going to go try to get the other one up and running. The parts, oh, I hope they're here soon. I should probably double check the tracker just to see if they were delivered or are they on the vehicle. Hopefully they are. I really need to get them. Well, after an hour, I finally got this property done. The mower seems to be working good, but before we head over to the other property, I'm going to park the mower here, go collect the money. So I just made $350 mowing this property. It took me an hour to do, but we do have to go across the road, get that one done. It should take roughly around the same amount of time. That's if I don't have any problems. But if you guys are enjoying the mowing series and would like to see more videos like this in the future, smash the like button, subscribe, and consider turning on notifications. That way you're notified every time I post a video. So I just got off the phone with John, and today is his first day back since we had to suspend him for crashing the truck, which was only 3 days. I think that's pretty reasonable, but he's finally back, but there's no truck for him to use or mower, so he had to tag along with Bob, which I know he's not too happy about that because he got to use the push mower. Well, speaking of that situation, so I'm still waiting to hear back from the insurance to see what their investigation found out and if they're going to cover the truck and trailer. I'm hoping we're going to get some money out of it, but if they figure out the reason for John crashing the truck, we'll probably get no money, so I'm hoping they don't find the subway wrapper. Anyway, I finally got this property done. I'm going to go collect the money, that way we can move on. So I made $350 mowing this property, which wasn't too bad, and don't really look at the mailbox, that wasn't me. I don't know what happened to it, but the mower is working perfect. I'm going to put it back in the truck and head back over to the shop, clean it up with the pressure washer, probably top up with the fluids, call Bob. Okay, excuse me. Alright, so I'm back to the shop. I'm going to pull up to this bay here because we got a pressure washer inside. We're going to get this cleaned up. I did give Bob a call. He's going to be here soon. He's just going to make sure John is at the next property with the push mower trying to get that done. I'm just going to put this over here. I just got to make sure we can reach it with the pressure washer. It's so nice having this shop because we got it inside now. If we do have a bad day, we can still clean up equipment without being out in the weather. So let's get this sprayed off. He's going to be here in roughly 15 minutes. I want to make sure I got it clean and the fluid's topped up so we got no problem for the rest of the day. Just got to spray a little bit more here. Alright, I got that done and he's out by the door, so I'm going to go around with the mower, bring it over to him, get that put on his truck, and he can get back to work. What the heck, Bob? You lied to me. You said you were out by the door. Oh, you're over at the wrong shop. Bob, we moved, don't you remember? Alright, I'll see you when you get here. Yeah, Grant, I think that was a good deal. So guys, I just spent $8,000 on a lift for the shop, which I'm going to go over and pick up. It's going to be super heavy and the box in this truck is rusted out pretty bad. I'm hoping it don't go through it. Anyway, Bob's still not here. I don't know where he is. Yeah, it's probably a good idea I took this truck because the box is massive. I had to lay it on the roof and I didn't want to do that with any other truck. This one here is a beater. It don't really matter. Alright, so I'm just pulling back up to the shop and I decided to put it in the middle bay. I just think that's going to be a better spot for our lift. So I'm just going to get out and install this myself. Hopefully it don't take me too long to do. And now for the moment of truth. Will it work? Let me hit this button. Okay, so it is going up. I wired everything up myself and I'm no electrician, but it seems to be working. So now I'm going to do another test. I'm going to put the truck on it, make sure it holds it up. Well, the ramp seems to be okay, but now that I look at the bottom of this truck, it's rusted out pretty bad. I can see holes in the frame, so oh, this could be bad. Alright, so I did do a service on the truck. We got the oils changed. I got new filters put on it, but was it really worth it? Because this truck is in really bad shape. It's probably not going to last that long, but I just need it to last a couple of weeks till we can get everything figured out. About time Bob is here. It just took him 2 hours from the other shop. I don't know where he was, but let's get this put on the trailer and he can get back to work. What the heck is that sound? Do you guys hear that? Ah, that can't be good. Hey Bob, pop the hood up. I need to check something out. Your truck don't sound right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The turbo's gone. Oh, I can't deal with this right now. Oh, anyway Bob, you get back to work. I need to go online to try to find another one now. I got some bad news. I went online. A turbo for that truck is going to cost a lot of money. So I decided to ask Grant to look around, see if he can find a used one so I can get back to work. Hopefully we can find one before that one completely gives out and we're in big trouble. Alright guys, so I just pulled up to the third property of the day and it's 3 p.m. I'm not too happy. I got 10 properties that needed to be done today or it's going to put me behind for tomorrow and it looks like I'm not going to get them done. The customers are not happy. I'm already getting emails wondering why I'm not there yet. This is not good and I can't send any whales over there because the guys are super busy. They're behind on their contracts, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I could probably offer them a discount, but if that don't work, they might switch to a different mowing company and I could lose at least 7 contracts, which is not good because if we start losing those and we fall behind, other people might follow along, and yeah, this mowing business could go bottom up pretty quick. So I really got to try to fix this problem and fix it quick. Oh, you got to be kidding me. So usually I got this contract and the one next door, but the homeowner came out and told me he don't want my service anymore. He's moving on with another mowing company. Oh, this is my biggest fear. I didn't want this to happen. Anyway, I finally got this property done. I made $350 now. Oh, I'm so sad, guys. I really wish we had the other one. We could have made $700, but now just $350. We're gonna put the mower in back of the truck and hopefully we can get to the next job before anything else happens. Well, this isn't good, guys. So I just got back to the shop because we got no more mowing contracts for today. So I'm just gonna go pick at the trailer, try to get that fixed up, clear my mind. So I ended up losing 7 contracts today. And yeah, that's definitely a big hit. If we lose any more like that, I might have to lay somebody off, which I don't want to do, but I can't afford having all these mowers if we're losing contracts. So things need to get better. So I'm going to have a meeting later on with the guys, see what we can do and see if we can work later just so we can get caught up on contracts and we don't lose any more, because if I do, I'm going to have to lay one of them off and I know they're not going to like that. So I need to get this under control and I need to do it quick. The only thing I can think of right now is to stay later, like I said earlier, or work weekends. I do work Saturdays, the guys don't, but as of right now, they might have to, just to keep everything going. I know they're not going to like that, but would they rather work Saturdays or not work at all? I think they'd rather work, so yeah, that's going to be the new game plan. I'm going to have a meeting with them later, we'll go over all that, but until they get back from mowing, I'm going to get this trailer fixed up, if I can. So the first thing I need to do is cut off the brackets for the axle because I know they're not going to work and the bolts are rusted on. So let's get that done. Get these old axles taken off so I can put the new ones on. Then I can focus my attention on the frame because it's in really rough shape. The cross members, they're all cracked up or bent up. We need to get those fixed, weld it back on. It's going to take a while, but I think I can get this trailer fixed. Alright guys, so it's been a few hours. I'm just putting the new bracket on. I got the frame done. Everything seems to be okay. So after I get this weld put on, we need to flip it back over and hook it up to the truck and take it for a test drive on the highway. Hopefully everything is working okay. If not, we're in big trouble. I tried to straighten out the frame as best as possible, but I couldn't get every kink out. So when I go on the highway, if it starts bouncing around or the tires start to wear weird, we know it's out of alignment and it's pretty much rolled off at that point. But this is going to be it for this video, and if you guys are enjoying the mowing series and would like to see it continue, smash the like button, subscribe, and consider turning on notifications. That way you're notified every time I post a video. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later.